So what's up, you guys? You guys are with your boy Film Reviewer 952, and I am reviewing. Okay, so as we all know, The Muppets was a popular TV series back in like the 1970s to 80s, or through on, and they've had many hit TV shows, and they've had many hit movies. And I don't even know what number this Muppets movie is, but I know that I was never raised on the Muppets. I don't remember even watching a Muppets episode. I don't even remember watching a Muppets movie. And so this was my first experience with the Muppets. Now, I do gotta say, the outline of this entire film is you meet this new character named Walter, and he is this big Muppets fan, and Jason Segel plays his brother. Yes, he plays and so Walter and Amy Adams and Jason Segel, Amy Adams, who plays Jason Segel's girlfriend, they go down to Los Angeles and they go and visit the Muppet studio, and Walter kind of breaks off and he goes inside of Kermit's old workhouse. And while he was there, Chris Cooper, who plays the bad guy, and two other, I don't even know, Moopers or something, and walk in there. And they pretty much say that they're going to tear down the place. And Walter overhears this, and so Chris Cooper says he's going to tear down the entire warehouse. And Walter tells Jason Segel, and then they travel around. They end up finding Kermit's house, and they tell Kermit, and then Kermit's like, "Oh no, well, we can only save the place unless we can only get $10 million only if we perform another show again." And so the entire movie is about getting the animals, getting the Muppets, and performing another show and raising money to fix this. Now, this movie is very, very fun and entertaining. So my top three first was that one. Even for me, who's like 17 years old, it was very fun and it was very enjoyable. I had a very fun time watching this film, even though, like I said, I'm not a Muppets fan, but I just really still had fun watching this movie. Number two, it was very heartwarming. It was a good feeling. It was very touching. Throughout this, you cannot have a Muppets movie without some kind of a moral message in this movie. And so it had that. It had a lot of it. It had a lot of touching and emotional moments. And my last good thing was so many famous cameos in this. Oh my God. You had Zach Galifianakis, Whoopi Goldberg, Selena Gomez, the little fat chubby kid from Modern Family. You had Jack Black, who actually has a pretty big role in the movie, and you have Emily Blunt, and you even have Jim Parsons, Big Bang Theory guy, in there. And this movie was just full of these people, and that was very fun and entertaining for a guy that knows a bunch of actors. And so that's my top three. Now my three, there's not really much I could say bad about this film, because it's like, if you're saying that this film is bad, it's pretty much saying that you hate all the orphans in the world. My friend was telling me that, so I just took it. And but this movie is very, very immature. It had a lot of corny jokes in it, so if you're kind of going in there for an actual serious, funny film like The Hangover, you're not going to enjoy The Muppets. But if you're going there to take your kids, if you're going there to take your girlfriend or boyfriend or something, I don't care. This movie is just very fun and entertaining, but it's a corny and immature kind of humor. The acting was, of course, cheesy and a little bit overdone and a little bit underdone, but what's a Muppets film without having that? My friend was a Muppets watcher, and so I asked him a lot of questions about like the TV series and it, and he's kind of telling me a little bit of it. And this film was just entertaining overall. Would I recommend it to you? If only you're looking for a good time. if you watched the Muppets movie before, if you watched the TV series, go watch it. Yeah, it's a good another classic. There's a lot of funny parts in there. Like it's like pretty much like a musical in here. So they start singing a lot, and like there's this one song with Jason Segel, and he's like, "Are you a man or a Muppet?" And it was called like during the Muppets film they would make fun of the movie, and so they're like, "Oh hey," they're like, "Oh man, we can't travel to Paris," and they're like, "Oh, why don't we just travel by map?" And you know, like Indiana Jones, like where they're like flying in the airplane, they're like traveling by map, like the little highlight. Well, that's what they would do in the Muppet, like travel by map. They would make fun of a lot of like what movies would do, and it's just really funny. So this movie is just overall good. Would I buy it? No, I wouldn't buy it. But it's just a fun hour and a half movie. That's all it is. So this is Film Reviewer 952. This has been my review of the Muppets, and I will see you guys later.